Thanks for joining us from the Ohio AgNet, voice you know with the news you trust studio, sponsored by the Family Forest Carbon Program, where we help family forest owners get paid to improve the health of their woods. In the rain gauge for the last few days of this series, we're now at 2.91 inches. On the calendar, celebrate the 38th Annual Armed Forces Day with the Findlay Military Association, May 15th through the 18th at the Hancock County Fairgrounds. Complete details online at www.findlaymilitarishow.org. Sponsored by Ohio Logistics. Joining me from Ohio Corn and Wheat is Luke Crumley, Director of Public Policy and Sustainability. Luke, are you suffering from jet lag? Because last time we talked, you just got back from somewhere, and now you just got back from Washington.
You know, Dale, it is that time of year when our growers are getting out into the fields, and that means our meeting season as staff really kind of picks up because now we have the bandwidth to get out and be with our colleagues and talking about these big issues and trying to come back with solutions for our board members to consider and help us set those priorities. So it's been busy, and just last week we were on a mission to Washington, D.C., and this is one of my favorite times of year to be out in Washington, D.C., not just because of the cherry blossoms, but because it's an opportunity to be out there in sponsorship of the Ohio State University's Scarlet and Gray Breakfast, which is a congressional breakfast out there that gives us a real opportunity to put our issues front and center with a good portion of Ohio's congressional delegation, and to do that as part of that broader Ohio team. We were out there with Farm Bureau, with the Cattlemen's Association, and while we were out there, we were able to do some joint congressional visits, engage with our legislative team, really as a whole farm team. It was a great opportunity to really show alignment between the organizations and focus on things like E15 and tariffs and tax policy, which we've talked about here before, all the issues that we're going to be talking about throughout 2025.
Any updates on E15? Because every time we think getting close, it either hits the brake or misses a gear somewhere.
Think about the legislative process on E15. We're closer than we ever have before. And here's what has me feeling optimistic right now. I didn't have to explain what ethanol is to a single congressional staffer this time. They all knew what we were talking about, which is great. And, the real update out of Washington, I would say right now, is that we've done our homework. We have brought together the right level of coalition. We've brought liquid fuel coalitions together where we're working with the folks in the petroleum industry to resolve a regulatory issue that just doesn't make any sense. We're coming up. This budget reconciliation process, there's an opportunity to move this issue forward and resolve it not only for Ohio corn and Ohio's ethanol producers, but also for Ohio's oil refiners, and make two massive industries in Ohio happy with the result. So delivering that message last week was really important.
And thank you, Luke Crumley from Ohio Corn and Wheat. Today's weather brought to you by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance online at seedconsultants.com. Here's the forecast.
Plenty of clouds again for your Tuesday. I'm Chief Meteorologist Ryan Martin. Quick forecast update here in Ohio. We have wraparound backside moisture. The low is off to our north and east ever so slightly. That means moisture today is going to be rotating through the state from the north and northwest, going southeast. I think we can pick up another few hundredths to likely half an inch or more, depending on where you are at, but we're not doing any drying today. Get partly sunny skies in here tomorrow. Then on Thursday, there's a system that wants to try and pass by near the Ohio River Valley, so I'm saying clouds may be back for southern Ohio on Thursday before we dry down completely Friday on through the weekend and most of next week. I'm meteorologist Ryan Martin.
And thanks, Ryan. Time now for the Midday Market Analysis provided by Leist Mercantile and sponsored by Brandt, helping growers take control for over 70 years.
This is Ryan Metzger with Leist Mercantile, providing you with your USDA Crop Progress Report. At the end of the day yesterday, the USDA released their weekly Crop Progress Report for the week ending May 4th, which cited notable progress across all major row crops. Corn advanced 16% week on week to now be 40% planted nationally, where only 22% of Ohio is currently planted. Soybeans advanced 12% to now be 30% planted nationally, where only 23% of Ohio is planted. And finally, we had an updated good to excellent crop rating on winter wheat that improved 2% to 51% good to excellent nationally, while we have Ohio winter wheat currently rated at 61% good to excellent. Please visit our website, lifesmercantile.com, to learn more about our grain marketing program and crop insurance services.
And thanks, Ryan. Today's market's brought to you by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance online at seedconsultants.com. July corn up 2 at 4.56 1/4. December down 3/4 at 4.42 1/4 cent. July beans down 3 3/4 at 10.41 3/4. November down 2 1/4 at $10.20. July wheat is up a nickel at 5.36 1/4. September up 4.5 at 5.50 1/4 cent. You want to carry it to December, it's up 4 1/4, but at $5.72 1/4 cent. June cattle up 15 cents at $213.80. May lean hogs down $1.12 at $91.12. August feeder cattle up 7 cents, now trading at $298.97. Thanks for joining us. I'm Dale Menyo. This is the Ohio AgNet.